Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing Escape Tales The Awakening, and in today's episode, we will find those alternative endings that we've been looking for. But, have we reached the true ending? I don't know. Without further ado, let's hop into the game. You place the knobs in the correct position. The fridge door bounces open. A wider and wider stream of white light seeps through the crack in the door. You hear a familiar melody coming from the refrigerator. Jennifer humming Lizzie's favorite lullaby. You see someone's hand on the door and a fluttering medical coat. Your daughter's doctor comes out of the refrigerator and the door behind him slowly closes. Here you are. I finally found you. I need you to answer a few questions. If you want to save your wife, there's no time to lose. Okay, so before we chose the fridge doors are almost shut. You sprint towards the fridge, but over your shoulder you scream, "Yeah, sure, but give me just a second." Or you take a last glimpse at the closing fridge door and you answer, "Sure, doctor, what is it? How can I help you?" Let's see what happens if we choose this one. We might end the game here. Who knows? Alright, follow me. There's no time to explain. The melody fades away when the refrigerator door closes. You want to talk, you say. Or you wanted to talk, you say. The doctor nods slightly. Walls have ears here. We should talk somewhere else, he says, going back towards the refrigerator. He effortlessly lifts the cover of the drain as if it did not weigh anything. You notice a ladder going down the drain. Follow me. You look down at the descending doctor and wonder what to do. Oh, well, we didn't go here before. Is this going to be a new place? Oh. You decide to follow the doctor deeper in the drain. After a couple of steps, you feel the ground under your feet again. You find yourself in your bathroom. In front of you, Jen is sitting on the floor. There are pills surrounding her. You have the feeling of deja vu, as if you were reliving the moment preceding her death. "Jen, is it really you?" you say softly, but your wife doesn't seem to hear you. You get closer to Jen. On the floor, you see a vial of Lizzie's medicine that she used to take when she was younger. "I really didn't want to do this, Sammy," your wife suddenly whispers. You see sadness in her eyes as well as determination. "We were supposed to be happy together. That's what the book promised me." And finally, "The ghosts will have to keep their promise," she says with a non-typical firmness. She looks at you and takes something out of a pocket. "I'm begging you, Sammy, listen to me." She sounds really sincere. You want to look her in the eyes, but she's avoiding you. You decide to listen to her. You want to trust her. "Jen, please, tell me what I have to do to save our daughter." Or you can't do it. An uneasy feeling makes you doubt everything around you. You fight away your remorse as you release yourself from Jennifer's grasp and turn away. So even though we haven't been in this situation before, we did decide not to trust our wife before because she messed with the book before. But really that's casting stones, because where are we? So let's trust her. She's already been through this. She might have some experience. Let's see what we have to do to save our daughter. You remember that you saw a similar object somewhere. The bottle with Lizzie's medicine. Wasn't it among your wife's spilled pills? You have to take it and drink it when the right moment comes, says Jen. "What is it?" you ask hesitantly. "Trust me, Sammy. I would tell you everything if I could, but they can hear it." Jen looks around nervously, as if she was expecting someone to actually be eavesdropping. Suddenly she freezes and does not speak anymore. It looks as if she fell asleep. You take the vial. Alright, so we have the vial. I don't know when we will use it, but we are collecting up quite the inventory. Now this is a totally new area, so we get to explore everything now. What is this? You try to move the grate, but it turns out to be locked with a coded padlock. Directly behind it is a sewage tunnel. You try to get your vision used to darkness, but you fail. Whatever is there, it has to be hidden in deep darkness. Okay, what about the toilet? There is a pink piece of paper attached next to the toilet handle. It reminds you of a multiplication table. You look at the presented system, trying to understand the relationship between the individual cells. Okay, so we need one more piece to understand this. Is it going to be related to her pills, or could we look at the bathtub? Standing next to the bathtub, you hear the shrill screech of the cuckoo. Your attention is drawn to the purple clock in the corner of the room. Its single hand seems to be too long. Oh, this is another puzzle. Okay, so we gotta meditate. Oh, we know this guy. As you're wondering what to do next, someone puts a hand on your shoulder. You jump and turn around. Behind you stands a short man in an elegant suit. Seeing your reaction, he takes a step back. "Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. but quickly, because my very presence here is breaking the rules. I see that you need help. Meanwhile, I enjoy exploring other people's memories. It's my weakness, an addiction, you could say. I will help in exchange for one of them. Agreed? Okay, you don't know if you can trust him, but everything indicates you have no choice. Really? That's unfortunate. So I wonder what would happen if we played like the perfect game and we didn't have to give that away. That sucks. She just like wasted her efforts on us. I feel bad about that. You approach the sink, noticing a gaping hole in the floor. It looks as if someone ripped out one of the tiles. Okay, well that was a waste. Let's look at the pills. The pills on the floor remind you of the circumstances when you found Jen. She was laying on the floor surrounded by many colorful pills, probably for chronic migraines. They have fallen out of the bottles before she lost consciousness, so that also is a waste. Sad. What about this toilet? The toilet is on a raised platform as if it were a throne. There are skulls on both sides. It's you. I might have known. No one else would check this memory. Shush, don't talk to this human. You will get the keepers upset. Another skull screams with obvious irritation. The first skull ignores its outburst. It addresses you calmly. We lost the king's scepter. Have you seen it anywhere? Oh. You pull out the previously found toilet plunger and place it next to the skulls. Okay, so now we know what that's for. Interesting. Yes, finally, the king's lost scepter, one of them yells. Come closer to get your reward. You stand over the toilet. You see a kind of vision in the water. You see Lizzie leaving the hospital and hugging you. Interesting. Will that be something that's true, I wonder? What's in here? You pull on the handle attached to one of the tiles. Under it, you find a complicated hydraulic system described with numbers. Interestingly, the pipes turn. You have to check it out. Can we actually interact with this? I don't think... Can we... We cannot actually do this. Okay, so it obviously... This is a little bit annoying that... I guess we have to draw. So we turn that one this way. This one goes this way. And then this one has to go this way. This one goes this way. Then this way. No, that one won't work. Because the only way this one will go is straight, which means it's got to go like that. Which means it's got to go through here. And then here. 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 Which means this one, these two are incorrect. And it should just be this, right? So that's going to be 2, 3, 2. What number is this? 9. 9. And I, again, can't tell what number this is. All right. What number? Oh, 4. That's a 4. 9, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7. Okay. Is that going to cover it up? No, not all the way. 2, 3, 2, 9, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7. Incorrect. 2, 3, 2, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7. Did I read the numbers correctly? 2, 3, 2. Is that maybe a 6? No, the dot's on the bottom. 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7. Do we have to somehow use all the pipes? Maybe we have to use all the pipes. I don't know. Before we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's 11 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's way more than 11. So clearly we're not using all of them. 7, 3. Okay, so we know this is 7, 3. The only question is maybe that was the wrong way. So we know this is correct. Let's do a theoretical path now. If we do this, and then what would we do? And then that wouldn't work, right? Because if we went up, there's nowhere to go. So clearly that path doesn't work. So there's only one option here. It has to go this way. So it has to be... Oh, but that's a 3. I didn't think I had 2 3s in a row. Maybe that was my problem. 5. And then a 3. So 5, 3. And then 5, 4. So 5, 4. I think that may have been my problem because I don't think I had 2 of the 3s in there. 9, 2. 3, 2. 3, 2. Just out of curiosity, how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I think I was one shy. 2, 3, 2, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, 7. Is that correct? Really? Did I type it wrong? 2, 3, 2, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, 7. And that's not it? Okay, what if this is a 6? 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, 7. What do we have wrong? That is a 3, right? Unless that's some other number. Maybe that's something different besides a 3? What could it be? Like, I was thinking it was an upside down 3. But what if it's something else? So it could be possible that this digit is something else. We'll have to look. But then it goes to 3, 7. So yeah, I feel like maybe it's that digit that's causing our problem. 2, 3, 2, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5. What could it be? Does it look like any of the other digits? Could it be a 7? Doesn't really look like a 7. Oh, maybe it's a 2. Could it be an upside down 2? 2, 3, 7? No. Could it be? I'm just gonna, like, seriously do this. Because I feel like, oh, we gotta start over. 2, 3, 2, 9, 4, 5, 3, 5. It doesn't look like... We're gonna try it, but it does not look like a 4. How was that a 4? That does not look like a 4. What the... You move some of the pipes and the water in the sink starts to flow again. Only now do you notice a blue book under the sink. Okay. Can we do something with that blue book? No, but it's a thing. We have so much stuff. What's over here? The joyful twittering of the birds suddenly fills the bathroom. You guess it's coming from one of the clocks. The face is far from indicating the time. Okay, so that's 2 of them. Okay. Oh, we gotta look at these too. That's gonna be the other ones. At first, the clock seems broken. The doors of the mechanical cuckoo are closed and the numbers of the face are out of order. And we know where the last one is. It's gonna be this one. You hear the creak of the door slowly opening from the corner of the bathroom. The cuckoo inside one of the clocks is trying to get out in vain. Okay, so what are we looking at? This one's pointing to 4, and it's got a little green clover. Is it actually point? Oh, and they're out of order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 5, maybe? I don't know. Possibly. This one is also out of order, but it's all the way out. Or no, this one is all the way out. Okay, so if we put them in order of the cuckoo, this one is not out at all. So is it just the numbers they're pointing at? I could see it being either the numbers they're currently pointing out or the numbers they should be pointing at. So first we'll try the numbers they're pointing at. So that's 1, 4, 11. So 1, 4, 11, and what's the last one? What is it pointing at? Is that a 10? Yeah, it's pointing at 10. It may not be this. It may be what they're supposed to point at. Well, we'll try this. 1, 4, 11, 10. Oh, wait, I can't even do that. Okay, so it definitely probably has to be that then. So that should be 3. 3. That should be 5. I believe. This should be 9. And then the last one is still pointing at 10. But this is minutes, the minute hand. So if it was pointing at the 10, that would be a 2, right? Or it could be a 1, because that's where the 1 would be. I'm not sure which one, 2 or 1. 3592. 3591. Okay. I thought that the cuckoos being in the order would matter. Okay, let's look at the pattern. So it went from 1 to 4. 4 is over here now. Is there anything about how the cuckoo clocks are changing order? So like we have 6 at the top here, then 10, then 3, and then what is that, 8? But then this one has a super long minute hand. What exactly? This one is like all the way out. This one is not all the way out yet, and it's not tweeting. It's not chirping yet. So I feel that one definitely has to be third. This one feels like it should be second. And then this one is first. So, but it's not just a simple what if? Yeah, so it wouldn't matter because we only have 4 digits. I thought, well, what if it's in relation to the first clock, but then by the time you get over here, you're going to have 2 digits, so that doesn't really help. These are definitely hour hands, right? All right, well, let's get a hint, because I'm stumped. Each clock has a face, a hand, and a cuckoo. Yes, we know this. The hand sizes should match the... Oh, that's the part we missed. Okay. So then... Okay. I understand now. So then it's 4, because the smallest hand has the smallest face, which is pointing to 4. The biggest one should be this one. So it should be pointing to whatever that number is. What is this number? 8? Okay, so this one is 8. This one, Are these the right ones? I don't know. Smallest hand goes here. The biggest one goes here. This one should go... Where does this hand go? I don't know. This hand goes to this face. Right? So this hand goes to that face. This hand goes to that face. So this hand has to go here, I think, which means it's going to be 2. So this is 2. Well, I don't know. We're looking at the hands. So the hand would be pointing at 2. And then this one would go here, which is 5. So we could do 5, 2, 8, 4. And that was it. All right. You move the hands and all the clocks start to work. Mechanical cuckoos come out of them. The last clock, however, doesn't have a cuckoo. Instead, a small book falls out of the door. You take the book. Oh man, can we do anything with the book? No, it's still... We have 2 books now. I wonder what they'll be used for. What else can we look at? We still have that puzzle, and only 1 stamina, but I think only 1 thing to look at, right? That's got to be our portal out of here. Colored liquids leak from the overturned bottles, flowing into the interior of the soiled bathtub. You try to stand the bottles upright, but a sudden gust of wind causes them to drop again. You have the impression that the liquids will never stop spilling out of them. Okay. What? What? How? What? I'm confused. Is this like... What is this supposed to be? It almost looks like perfect squares, like 8 and 8, 7 and 7, but clearly that's not right. And there's nothing times 3 that's anything. How does that relate to the colors? Huh. I'm not sure. I think that is baffling. I'm looking at that and I'm looking at the way it's lined out on the paper, and I'm trying to look at this and see if somehow it's related. Is it adding colors? If so, what happens if we solve it? What is it expecting? I don't know. Could it be color mixing? Like, if so, what would we be even doing here? What? This is... What? What is this supposed to mean? I don't understand. We have numbers here, but how does that match over here? 1 and 1 is 2. Yes, I would agree. But then what? Okay, we have to hint this one. I can't even. I'm so confused. The floor has elements in common with the note on the tank. The floor has elements in common? Is it this? Maybe? What? Do we have more than just this? Am I blind? It's just these 2 things. What does it have in common? The only thing I see that could possibly be in common would be the tiles. But how does that relate? 1 and 1 is white. Maybe? I don't understand. Because this surely is not a grid. The only thing that is a grid is this, but well, if we look at it, we can see 16, 36, 64, maybe? I don't know. See, I'm just kind of guessing right now. I mean, I do see these tiles, but this is not an image of the floor. So I'm not sure. The rule on inputting the numbers in the squares is it resembles a multiplication table. That I got. I made a comment about that. But then it messes up here. Like this one should be here, theoretically. So something has shifted it, right? Because like ordinarily you would say that this would be like this and then like this, but then you would expect 9 to be here. And so clearly something is off there. But why? What does it have in common? I don't understand this. What? Colored liquids leak from the overturned bottles, flowing into the interior of the soiled bathtub. A sudden gust of wind causes them to drop again. I don't understand. What is this? This is so weird. This is the weirdest puzzle. Orient the black square from the floor in regard to the one on the note and find the values on the squares with the proper colors in the order of the fluids from the bathtub. What does that even mean? Where is... I see the black tile here. Is it talking about this? That... What? If that's it, that is the weirdest thing I have ever... The weirdest puzzle I've ever seen. That surely can't be it. Because normally what you have for a puzzle, everything is right here. There's no black square here, though. How do they seriously expect you... I mean, okay, so I see the colors, right? But, so for example, okay, so the black squares here, 1, 2, so if you have two blank ones, and then that's like a 2. But see, I can't write on this screen. This seems like the worst puzzle ever. If this was my image, that would be fine. 1, 2, and then 2, 1. Maybe I don't have to multiply it. So maybe I just have to 1, 2, and that's a 2, and then green is 1. Is that what it's saying? Green is 1? Maybe? This is like horrendous, a horrendous puzzle. And then up 2 and left 2 is blue. Up 2 and left 2, you can't do that. So what? I think this one we might just have to get the answer for, because the rule for placing the numbers is X times. That's great, but how does that relate to the floor? This is not a picture of the floor. This is a picture of the bathtub. I feel like this puzzle is missing one of its pieces, because there's no way that you should have to 9. Yeah, I don't even know how you would do that. That just doesn't make any sense to me. There's no way that you should have to figure that out from this. That seems like the world's worst puzzle ever. I kind of understand what they're saying, but short of having a screenshot and paint or something, how would you even do that? What they needed to have done is included this top-down view as a rotatable form as part of that puzzle, because otherwise it's just ridiculous. Let's move on from this one. We're in the final area now. The darkness subsides, and you immediately realize you found yourself in the attic. This time you're not alone. With horror, you notice two familiar figures chained to the wall, Jen and the doctor. At first, you try to walk to them. They are silent, but they roll their eyes as if they want to show you something. You follow their gaze. You see the gargoyles in both corners of the room. Okay, so they're tied up, and we gotta find something to untie them with. You walk to the doctor and your wife. Both are chained to the floor, silent but not gagged. You try to release them, but you don't have enough strength to break the chains. You have to find another way. So we gotta find an item. First, let's meditate. When you sense the vision coming, you immediately fall to the floor, and your thoughts feel like they are running away with you. You can't focus on anything. No vision comes, yet the stunning pain remains. You feel as if this world is completely absorbing you. Okay, so let's check here. This is where we can put the two dials we got. Looking at the mechanism on the wall, you notice it's missing a few elements. Some of the missing gears left only a shadow. Okay, so this one should be pretty quick to solve. I think we gotta line up the lines here and figure out which one goes where. So this one is pointing to 5. This is pointing to 8. I'm trying to remember how we solved this one. It was like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So either way, that's what it was. I don't know what the proper way to solve this. I'm actually we might look at the hints, because the way we did it is either way it's 3, and then we just did either or, right? For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's actually not a number there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or maybe it was this. It was either 8 or 5, and I think it was 8. So it ends up being like 5, 3, 8, 8, I think, or 5, 3, 5, 8. I think those are the two options. But I want to look at the hints just so we can see what it was supposed to do, because I'm actually really curious. Place the cogs. Yes, we know. All the cogs have to be oriented in the same way. Read the numbers in the spots indicated by the arrows. Okay, so it literally didn't give any hints whatsoever because we did that. Maybe it's because this is a bigger one, and that's how you know. Like, this is a smaller one, so it goes in the smaller cogwheel. That might be how you know. All right. So I feel like that's probably right. After placing the gears in the correct places, you turn them several times. The wall in front of you flashes as if someone was projecting a movie on it. The colorful figures change shapes and colors. You notice that you are looking at is the image of Lizzie's toy kaleidoscope. Okay, so was the key here? The chains entwine the table and cupboard so tightly there is no chance for you to even move them. There's a note with some symbols next to the padlock on the chains. Okay, so this one was a bit of an annoying puzzle. So we look at circles in D1, and it's these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the one where I did bad math on, guys. And then we look at squares in B2, which is 3. That is a plus sign. It is not a multiplication sign. Last time, I thought it was a I didn't think it was. My brain was like, it's a plus sign, so that means we multiply. All right, and then there's 2 triangles here. So that'll be 6, and 6 is 12. All right, not 36, as I said before, and got super confused. You enter the code, the lock opens, and all the chains immediately disappear. You slide the cabinet from under the table. Both pieces of furniture can are still be useful to you. Okay. Do we have them? I don't know. I don't know what we do with those books. I'm curious. Okay. We have like +2. That's crazy. Let's look at the carpet. The carpet on the floor is decorated with colorful, incomprehensible symbols. Have you seen something similar before? Okay, so we need to unroll the other carpet. Is that here? The rolled carpet with embroidered symbols on the floor. And we need one more thing. What else do we need? Is it this? You notice some scratches on the door above it. It's too high for you to reach it with your hand. You look around for something to climb on. That was the stool, right? Okay. You walk to the bars in the wall and look at the stool next to it. There is something written on the seat. Alright. We almost have everything we need. Let's do this one. Next to the safe with the colorful mechanism is a chair covered in cobwebs. You wipe it and notice something written on it. Okay. Did we do this one before? Oh, yeah, we did. But this is a different one, I think. Okay, but anyways, we need to line these up. So we got to rotate them so they look like numbers. And then we have to overlap them. Is it this way? It may be this way. Okay. So what would be the best way? We're looking at the green numbers. No, we're looking at the yellow numbers this time. Before we were looking at the green ones. This is going to be a different thing. Huh. Okay. Well, in that case, this looks like, how can we overlap these the best? Maybe we might need to rotate it a different way. Like this, perhaps? Yeah, and then we probably need to make them all the same size. 20194. 2019437. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Maybe 2019. That's a 1. 437. And then 6 at the end, right? Let's see. 20194376. You enter the code into the safe mechanism. Inside, you see a small ladder in its depths. Okay. Is that everything we need for that puzzle? Yes. Okay. I hate the chair. Okay. So we want them in this format. This side up, so this one goes up top. Drawer plus chair, so that loves the chair. Take me to the left. I hate the chair. Okay, so we have it like this. And then the order is 6. And then the top one, which is 1. What else do we have? Then it's the right side. So we're looking at the Roman numerals here. So this was the first one because it's the chair. Then the top we have the table. This side is the ladder, which is 9. Okay. And then this side, which is the stool. And then this one, which is 3. Right? Theoretically? 6, 1, 9, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1 is 6. Oh! Whoops. Why did I think you were the stool? Wait. What? Wait, this is different. Take me to the left. I hate the chair. I hate the stool. Oh. So it's got to go this way. Right? So I hate the chair, so he can't be next to the chair. Take me to the left, so he's got to go over here. And then drawer and chair have to go here. So we have the code totally wrong because I did not read that. So we'll write the code correctly this time. So it's this stool, which is 9. Then the top, which is 1. Then what's next? The two outers. So this one, which is 6, and then this one, which is 2, and then this one, which is 3. 91623. That's what the code is. 91623. You stack the furniture, being careful not to fall. The structure wobbles, but it is stable enough to carry your weight. You can reach the door now, but before we do, I want to try and free them. What else can I do? I know the gargoyles, that's not useful. Let's check here. Okay, that's this puzzle again. The family tree drawn by a child's hand is missing one person. Okay, so this one is really easy. We just have to do it's a guy, because if you look, all the girls' names end in ISH, Arish, Fitarish, Narash, Fenarish. All the guys end in AS, and his name is Tartas, Lortas, Pavalas, Lortas, and they're all the same age. So all the guys died at the same age, so we just have to remember what that age is. So I'm going to pull up calculator. We're going to look at Pavlas. So 1891 minus 1824. So all the guys died at 67 years of age. And if he was born in 1883, we add the 67 years to it. He died in 1950. 1950. Easy peasy. No need to over math that one. Okay, so we find the key. Now we can free them. You walk to the doctor and your wife. Okay, so now can we free them? Let's use the key. Holding the key in your hands, you wonder whom you should free. Should you trust Jin or Lizzie's doctor? Now, last time we freed Jin. Let's see what happens if we free the doctor. I'm curious. You decide to free the doctor. You turn the key and you see Jennifer vanish. The doctor gets up from the ground and lowers his head. I'm sorry we couldn't save her, he says with pain in his voice. He gives you your wife's death certificate, slowly disappearing in the thin air. You try to stop him screaming, but to no avail. You're alone once again. All right, and now with all of our many, many items, let's go through the final portal. You go through another passage. Lizzie's hospital room appears to your eyes. A creature similar to Lucian is standing in front of you, bending towards the girl. You want to go back to your father, it whispers. Lizzie doesn't reply. You try to run towards her, but your legs don't work. You feel as if you were deep in some kind of invisible, sticky goo, paralyzing your every movement. If you want to take her away from us, you have to make a sacrifice, says the keeper, approaching his greedy hand towards you. The ritual of awaking requires sacrifice. Our world demands an exchange. What can you offer? A memory? A keepsake? Or maybe you have something that can directly help the girl. So these are all, every single one of them are different options. Before, we gave up a photo of ourselves, and it meant we gave our soul. So if we give Mr. Cuddly, I feel like that would be, you're keeping our daughter. So I feel like that would be a bad ending. If we give Jennifer's death certificate, that's like we're giving her soul. What if we say, I won't give anything? You search your pockets for something that would satisfy the keeper. You have nothing you would be able to offer, I know, the keeper answers with disdain. I beg you, there has to be some other way. Without sacrifice, the ritual cannot be completed. I'm sorry, I told you this about 1,000 times already. You start to bore me, you know. The keeper snaps his finger and the hospital vanishes. You feel like you're falling in blackness. You won't be alone. Many more failed as well. The wretched souls endlessly wander in their memories, contemplating what they've done wrong. Then they forget everything and begin again to commit exactly the same mistakes, doing so without an end. You hear the keeper's voice. As he begins to leave, you try to catch up with him, but your body is too heavy. You're being pulled down. No, wait, I'll find something. I'll go back in my memories. Make a sacrifice, you scream, but no one replies. You have a feeling of deja vu, as if this happened many times before. Interesting. Okay, what I'm curious about. I'm curious, can we go back now and offer a different item? What if, instead of not giving anything, what if we give Jennifer's death certificate? You take out Jen's death certificate. The keeper looks at the document for a while, as if he didn't know what to do with it. She conducted the ritual before, didn't she? I've seen her memories. She couldn't get pregnant. She thought that a child would bring you happiness, so she decided to carry out the ritual. She was lost like so many before her. She gave us her dream, went insane, and decided to kill herself. And you are giving us her death certificate? It's a very important memory. If someone died, they had to live first. Will this be enough to save Lizzie, you ask anxiously? Don't you worry about Lizzie. She's in the hands of the living, and so are you. Your wife, however, you gave the memory of her life, says the keeper, snapping his fingers. You wake up in the basement, and you immediately run upstairs and call the hospital. You introduce yourself and, terrified, ask about your daughter. We're very sorry, but Lizzie's condition remains unchanged. We're doing whatever we can to wake her up, the doctor informs you. Resigned, you go to the bedroom and stop dead. This can't be your bedroom. This is a framed picture of a couple. You look at the smiling woman in the picture, the one hugging you. You see a wedding band on her finger. You shake your head dubiously. This is a joke. Even though you try for a long time, you cannot remember anything about the woman in the photo. Interesting. So in that one, we end up not remembering Jen. Like, she's there, but we can't remember who she was. All right, now we got to go back and see what happens if we offer up the teddy bear. Okay, so now we offer up Mr. Cuddly. I feel like this is going to be like, we're either going to doom Lizzie to be stuck forever, or she's going to be traumatized. Let's see. You give Mr. Cuddly to the keeper. The creature examines the toy from each angle, as if trying to determine its value. You will give this to me in exchange for waking Liz? Lizzie, you correct the keeper. Yes, Lizzie, of course. The keeper fixes his mistake quickly. It's a very important toy for anything valuable again, but this is your decision, he says, snapping his fingers. You open your eyes to see that you're back at your basement in the middle of the ritual circle. You immediately leave the hospital, You immediately leave to get to the hospital as soon as possible. You notice your daughter's room, and you notice her sitting awake on the edge of the bed. You run to her and grab her in your arms. You look straight in her eyes. You've never seen her so happy. You saved me. I remember everything, Daddy. I know what happened. You look at her disoriented. What exactly do you mean, honey? Everything, Mom. You and what you had to go through. Everything. Even you giving away Mr. Cuddly. The words are escaping you. You don't know what to say and how to react to all of this, but your daughter's not done. Dad, I'm safe. but we have to go back for Mom. Oh man. So maybe that's the ultimate ending, is saving not only the mom, but not only Lizzie, but also Jen. So the story as we know it so far, Jen went through this ritual because she couldn't have a child. So I don't know what she gave up to get a child, but she did something where she worked with the keepers and then she got Lizzie. But then something went wrong and she went insane. So maybe there is a true ending where we have to save all three of us and then we're a happy family again. But we'll have to come back to this another time and figure out what that could possibly be. So I hope that you have enjoyed this one. We got to see several different endings in this episode. I don't know that any of them is the actual happy ever after ending, but we will definitely come back and explore this again in another episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description, and if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.